is a myth. You heard that right. I said merit is a myth. I'm going to dissect, dismantle, and destroy that word today. Hello everyone. My name is Ratnaprabha Sable. Ratnaprabha. That's my name in sign language. My sign name is this. I'm here today to take you through a journey of diversity, equity, inclusion. That's my personal journey, as well as a journey that many Indians actually have in their lives. So hello, namaskar, salam, sat sri akal, vanakkam, jai bhim, jai bharat. That and so much more is India. India is inherently diverse. We have diversity in our food, our culture, our traditions, our languages, the regions, geographies, and our faith as well, or none at all, no faith at all. That means some of us are such individuals who really are true believers, and some others are in fact atheists. But all of us have one thing in common, and that is rights. All of us Indian citizens have equal rights under the Constitution of India, created by Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar. Now, why am I talking about rights? You must wonder that rights are something that all of us have. Yes, we already know that. So why am I talking about rights on our TEDx talk? The answer to that is I am a DEI professional, and I work towards the inclusion, employment of women, persons with disabilities, LGBTQIA+ community, and socio-economically marginalized communities. I represent a global community here today which lives and breathes DEI. For those who don't understand the word DEI, it's basically an umbrella term used for diversity, equity, inclusion, equality, acceptance, belonging, and justice. These aren't just words. These are values to live by. And this global community of DEI professionals that I'm talking about, we live and breathe DEI every single day of our lives. We're a community that makes sure that every individual's growth in your workplace or in society, for that matter, is never inhibited, irrespective of their identity, of their age, ability, their race, ethnicity, their gender expression, their sexual orientation. Nobody is hindered to get into a good job, to get into a good workplace, to get in and to have accessible, inclusive resources for them to perform perfectly well. Now let me take you on a journey. This is a journey of a candidate. Just imagine, you are a trans person. You also have a disability. You're also from, let's say, a tribal indigenous community or a Dalit community or a Muslim community in India. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because this individual is already facing a lot of generational trauma. They're carrying that generational trauma with them. They have self-doubt. They have a lack of confidence. They are a person who possibly has never been able to go to school ever before this one particular opportunity that they had. And this person is someone then who has not had so much access to networks, to places, and so on and so forth. Now, why I said that this individual who also might be, by the way, so there was one part of the identity which I didn't mention earlier. The person's family also, in fact, might be abusive. Why? Because their gender expression is actually feminine. all their life. They are a trans person. So their family was also abusive. So they're carrying all of this. But they're very intelligent, they're very hardworking. They're a person who can, who really wants to make it to success, right? And somehow, just somehow, because of the determination that this person has, they land the seat at one of the most premier institutes in our country. And when they land that seat, they are about to enter the premises, but then they realize they can't even enter the premises. Why? Because there's no wheelchair access, there's no ramp, there's no braille support, there's no sign language support. That's the only language that the person knows. There are no assistive devices. There's no assistive technology that the person can get access to in that particular institute. So all of this is what should make all of us very uncomfortable about the word merit. And I say that because if we have a world that is actually equal, you will not have these disbalances. The person, in fact, will be someone who will be able to get that job, who will be able to get into that particular institute, who will be able to enter to access education just like any one of us. But the efforts that any one of us might in fact put in to get there are much lesser than what this person will have to put in order to get there. And the same story actually, it's not just in the institute, it actually just continues. It continues, it goes on and over and over again, at every space that this person enters. When they want to get into a job, they want to go and get married, they want to, let's say, just go out on a trip, just enjoy themselves, let loose. So what are we feeling right now? Are we feeling an overwhelm? Are we feeling discomfort? Are we feeling like, frustrated? Great, good. That is how we should feel. Because that is the lived reality of millions of people all over the world, every single day of their lives. Now, I'll take you on another journey. This one's my own personal journey, right? So, I'm a person who is born and raised in Mumbai, the city of dreams. I'm a person who is an engineer, who had the privilege and the access to be able to go to an institute which is one of the best institutes in the country, and I'm grateful for my parents who were able to provide for me. I'm grateful for each and every comfort that I had while I was growing up and even after that. While having all of these comforts and all of this access, I also own up one other identity of my own, which is I'm also a woman from a systemically, historically marginalized community. That's also one part of my identity which also I own. Now, when I say that who's really meritorious then, the candidate that we were talking about earlier, or me, who has had some access, some networks, some comforts in my life. So who's really meritorious? Is it me or is it that person? It's a question that we need to ask ourselves. It's a question that every hiring manager, every individual who wants to make sure that they are hiring the right candidate, who's capable, whose abilities are, just existing, must keep this thing in mind, that what is it that the person had to really go through when they were applying for a job or going to an institute or getting hired. I leave you with that thought. I leave you with that thought so that you can become future better managers, future better people. Thank you very much.